You didn't go to bed.
Venus. Jonathan, you're still up. Can't you just knock at people's doors during the day?
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan. I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Yeah, other sister just died too. I mean, that's even worse. Terrible display of friendship.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in
Also,
one
really?
piece too.
Wow.
Thank God.
Do you dress like that casually?
Back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
It's really interesting to see how different she dresses. For example, very richly pearls, the golden leaf, the dress compared to Elizabeth.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan, please accept my condolences for your sister.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden, and I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but you know, it's been so quick. And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Why is my return?
That was a great show, by the way. At least the first
An
season.
unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
Yeah. Us too, apparently. You know, with the war and all.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
I would say or no, etc., but in that point of time, especially among the aristocracy, that was considered really important.
Tell me about Clarence's obsession with vampires.
It drives me so crazy it makes my stomach hurt. I was so relieved to have him back. But I quickly realized he'd lost his mind in France.
I understand your irritation, Venus, but you have to accept the trauma Clarence endured on the battlefield.
The question is simple, Jonathan. Is my husband mad? Yes or no? Do vampires exist? Or is Clarence a lunatic?
So you don't believe Clarence?
If poor Mary, bless her soul, had tried to convince you of the existence of bloody vampires, would you have believed her? Seriously?
The important question is, what do you really think of your husband?
I'm tough, Jonathan. He should have told me the horrors he witnessed, however appalling it was, instead of inventing a fantasy about blood-drinking monsters.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
The McPhersons. I heard they locked themselves in their own house.
They could just be afraid of getting sick.
Perhaps you're right. But if I were you, I'd pay them a visit. A big house, reachable through a courtyard, to the north of the railway bridge.
Okay.
Goodbye for now.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
Yep. Now let's see if we can actually go there from here. Is there a second floor?
I feared the worst.
Yes, there is. Can I go out the door? Apparently there was a mass sale of some of these paintings. That's really nice there. I like the mannequin.
It's locked.
Yeah, let's read her journal. That's not creepy. Wow. Welp. Yeah, okay. Alright, we can actually go out. So this is the way to go there. Such a weird way to go.
No invitation is needed to enter this building.
Yep, she's
That
dead.
can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in.
My dear Jaskis. Jakis, I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay. Oh, okay.
Emily wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess.
Well, we don't see her body. She could be a vampire. That would, I think, negate the need for invitation. Also, seriously, is there a mass selling of these paintings that everybody buys? Come on, game. It's like 5 paintings in all the buildings. Ah.
Blood. I should follow the trail.
Superhero landing. So did the conversion not work? Is that here? Does it look like here? That's not here either, but... Might as well. Oh, it is here. Something went wrong, I guess.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same.
Oh, he's a
I'm
foreigner.
the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm here to solve the mystery concerning the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right?
Whoa.
Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
That was quite the laughter.
And who exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond,
Jacques,
the Marquis
okay.
de Bois-Colombes, at your service, my dear cousin.
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
Dear cousin, are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Econs as family, don't you?
What are you doing here?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate yet intense spectacle.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
Honest too.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have fun. Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal who bought a ticket to the fair.
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last redingote.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
I believe you, sir. Emily's diary confirms your statement.
Oh, Emily was her name. Quite charming. Well, mystery solved then.
Yes, I suppose so. You can go.
And so can you. Farewell, sir. May you enjoy the spectacle of this fallen city as much as I do.
I guess that happens. Okay. I want to go back. Let me just check. Okay. Let's inform Emily, or not Emily. See something. See. Oh, it's there. Charlotte. I'm blind. Never mind. Oh, let's speak to you first, actually.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Do you realize you are ruining your family, Clarence? Don't you see the risk here?
Money isn't important. Not important when it is a matter of life and death. That is what my dear Venus cannot understand.
People will laugh at you, if they don't already.
Money is always
Think about
important.
your wife and your position. Think about your future.
I understand my wife's embarrassment.
Whatever you're going to do.
Gossips don't kill, vampires do. There'll be no future if people don't open their eyes.
Gossip don't kill, really? Back then? You're so wrong.
I can't believe I'm telling you this, but if warning people is that important to you, why not choose a more efficient way to spend your money?
Don't you think I tried? I knocked at every door, went to every bank, I even tried to be published. No, Jonathan. This is a one-man war.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the ladies...
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
You need some rest.
Cool.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger.
So that might be a good reason for her
No,
not to
the
turn
risk
her daughter.
is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure to become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood?
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Ooh. That's a epic one too. 35 stun. I mean, I'm not using stakes, but still, not bad. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys.
Alright, everyone's saying the same
live in
thing.
a big house near
Okay.
the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
It's
Goodbye,
the Mullaneys.
Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few
Yes, yes. Alright. I guess we'll check both of them. The first is this way. Yep.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for?
Hello? Anyone here? These flowers are not that dead. Ooh. Look at all this good loot. Remarkable pump action shotgun. It has 352 damage. It takes 3 bullets. And this has 3. Incendiary damage. What? That's pretty cool. I don't have any white phosphorus or the things it needs, but that's pretty cool. That seems much better than mine. Oh, this also... The damage is less though. 387, it has 2. Yeah, okay. I think that's better. We can sell that. Wow, look at all this gold here. Silver forks. Money. Oh, what? Are they skulls?
What? Leave me alone with them while you go back to your hole. Fucking convenient. I love you. Fucking pathetic pig.
Hello. What is with the T-pose? That's rude. One. Should I be even biting you? I'm not sure. I deserve that.
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Nice. The shield is so good. Doris Fletcher. Oh, he had a what's the word? Fuck, it's not coming. Anyway, mistress, that's the word.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
That's it? I guess so. Alright. You have new things to say again? Wow. Yeah, we'll pass that now though. We'll continue the main story, which is all the way over there. Gotta admit, the new weapons plus the shield and the stun ability, which I don't remember what's called. Pretty good. Coagulation, I think. Have I been here before? I'm not sure. It's fine. Just in case it's locked. I want to look around first though. Nice mist.
Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
Oh my god! It's too fucking fast!
I deserve that.
Die, vermin!
Christ! He's dead!
I know. Your turn. Fucking Google notifications. There we go. Okay.
It's locked, all right.
To find another win. Like that one. Doris.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
And again, attention to detail matter. Don't put the fucking same things on houses. It's not even we have hundreds of houses, so you are bound to see things replayed. It's like 5 houses, and in this district they all have the same thing. They have the dress, they have the same pictures. I mean, really, come on. Immersion breaking. My immersion. Nice house. Blood.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes
Jesus.
gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
Apparently so. Bit much.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Well, I see something. She's not dead, obviously. Look, your heart is beating, I can see you. Creepy.
Thought I was dead too, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
No, I was just pretending. Doris told me I could have been a
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Killed your family.
They mocked my talent!
Alright, Eliza. Let's do this. Bleh. Also, eating infected people should infect you too. Doesn't make much sense. Oh, what the hell is happening to my health? Maybe I shouldn't have eaten here. Maybe it does play a role. Okay, it's fine. Let's try. Try it again. I thought it put me elsewhere and I was about to say really. But nope. Same place. And I think I already looted yeah. Again, just doesn't save you at the right place. Doesn't matter. I lost most of my blood though, so that's crappy. Well, my abilities don't need blood, so it's fine. Except for the healing. Yeah, I would know. God damn it, this is ridiculous. It just instant death. I can't... I am healing and it doesn't heal me fast enough. And the shield doesn't seem to protect against that either. And again, now we start with no blood, blah blah blah. That's strange. Alright, let's try that again. I guess we'll try not to get hit at all. Nope, don't even go close to that. What the fuck? There we go. What the? I forgot. Hopefully this won't kill me. Okay. Yeah, that was much better. So she's some kind of vampire that infects people.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous
Again,
Doris Fletcher acting.
this game can't be more Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines if it tried. This is the most close we have ever gotten to a spiritual successor on that game. If you even like that game, you should play this. If you love that game, you should definitely play this. Because it's really interesting to see the similarities. The inspirations, really, which is a good thing.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Yeah, I know. You don't need to monologue. have any blood. Oops.
It's a leech!
It is a leech, yes.
Stop! Oh no!
I need some blood. I also need to stop being an idiot. Get the freedom. Oh, this is only Diaspora's estate. That's interesting. Or at least close to it. Oh, this is my place. Ah, interesting. Okay. I'm guessing it's time to meet our mother.
Mother, good evening.
Jonathan!
She looks like
Is it you? Where
Minerva
have you been, my
from
prodigal son?
I'm right
Harry
here,
Potter.
Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, but this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Mary? She
doesn't remember anything.
is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
What the? My controller decided to be weird again. Stop. Okay.
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too. And Mary? No, that can't be true.
It was just a bad dream, Mother.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station, I don't know what would have happened.
Mother, do you know what?
Also, the grandson is dead as far as I know.
Not really. I don't go
So,
out much due to the epidemic, and
weird.
when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost? I hope you don't.
Does he have
go outside alone.
Alzheimer's or
Of course
something?
not. When I go out, your father always comes with me, but he leaves me there sometimes, and I have trouble finding the way back.
Isn't our father dead? Probably.
Do you need anything, Mother? Can I help you?
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan. Your room is ready. I asked Avery to make your bed.
I'll stay as long as I can, I promise. Do you need anything else?
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that.
You don't like my
As much as
bloody
I love
eyes?
Breaks my heart to look at those empty and dead eyes.
Well, you have a point there.
Are you working on a new painting?
Not recently. I have trouble focusing on my subject and my mind quickly drifts. It's the same thing when I try to write poetry.
I recently met a talented painter with an
Oh
excellent
my god,
technique.
you have it bad.
I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes, she is also dead.
The important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her
So
into my
she
home.
understands that we are vampires. That's strange. We can actually mesmerize here. That's so wrong.
Why do you say Mary is visiting you, Mother? You know that's impossible.
Why should it be? Are you not standing in front of me right now? Why should it be any different with your sister?
But Mary really is dead, Mother.
Yes. And are you not dead too? Isn't your father dead? And my grandson and my son-in-law, you're all gone. But you all still visit me from time to time.
This is very dark.
But I'm not dead, Mother. I'm really here, talking to you, trying not to cry.
Oh, it breaks my heart to have to tell you this. But of course you're dead, my darling boy. Just look at you, as pale as my Mary.
This is... yeah. This is something.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest.
Jesus.
Goodbye, son.
That goes dark.
Please come back soon.
Yeah, I knew higher that. Okay, let's see. Level 3. Oh, that's a lot of blood. Nice. Let's see. Can I get you there? Yes, I can. Oh, yeah. That damage. 130 damage more. That's insane. Ooh, and I don't have this. Interesting. Alright, let's see. Sorry about that. Telephone. And I don't have any more rivets for you. This doesn't have any stun, but look at that damage. Well, actually I can pick, right? No, we'll wait for fire damage. I have a lot of this, so probably won't use it, but you never know. Didn't realize I had that. Okay, I should level that up too. Keep it, I guess. Yep. That's mine. Well, there's the aluminium that I saw somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Decrease stamina consumption even more, or add 3 stun points. We'll go even more. Cool. Small key. Off. What? Okay, away in and out. Look at that damage. And it's very fast too. That's strange. Aha. Get to the study.
Mary? Oh, my dear daughter. How are you tonight?
That's not creepy at all. She has lost it completely, I guess. Remember how happy we were back in those days. If you want to find the next message, think green grass and tall trees on sunny Sundays.
I remember Sunday walks in the park.
Alright, we're definitely doing that. Hopefully he's not a vampire too, that would kinda stretch the limits of imagination. How do I go? Ah, that way. Let's find this servant to speak to. There he is. Why is there money everywhere? Let me loot this and I'll speak to you. Okay. Wow.
Good evening, Avery.
Mr. Jonathan? I can't believe my own eyes. Oh, it's a miracle. We all thought you were... Oh, sir, your poor sister.
Yeah.
What a tragedy.
I know,
I
Avery.
don't know the half of it.
I know about my sister's murder.
Miss Reid expected you to return to assist with the funeral, right up until the last minute. Where have you been, Mr. Jonathan? We needed you here.
Yeah. Make me feel worse.
How is my mother?
Not well, I'm afraid, sir. Miss Reid is very fragile since the police brought her back home.
The police? What happened?
Miss Reid was found walking in the streets. She kept saying she had spoken with
I think
the
that command
son-in-law.
broke her, like we broke Crane.
She's resting now.
Has she received appropriate medical care?
I'm taking care of Miss Reid myself. Hospitals are so overwhelmed by the epidemic that they can only accept patients infected by influenza.
Perhaps we could arrange a short trip. Somewhere sunny, like France. She has always been very fond of France. I think leaving London could do her good.
I'm afraid Miss Reid is too frail for the moment. Recently, she started going out at night without remembering it. I have to watch her carefully.
Yeah, I think that's what broke your mind. The mesmerize plus undead Mary and Jonathan.
What is the situation in this part of town?
For a time, the West End seemed spared by the epidemic. But the situation is getting much worse.
Have you no relatives anywhere? I'll understand if you want to take a few days to see family.
Your father managed to guarantee my earnings as long as I take care of this house, sir. My sisters are dead, and I've never met my nephews. I'll stay, sir.
I'm sorry I could not be here for Mary's funeral.
Your mother was strong, sir, but your support would have been appreciated. Apart from the priest and I, no one else attended your sister's funeral.
To be present at the funeral with you both was my dearest wish, Avery. But I'm sorry, I simply could not attend.
I would not dare to question your absence, Mr. Jonathan. All I can say is that we missed you a great deal during these difficult days.
And we were there too.
I found an old letter written by my father and addressed to me. Do you know anything about it, Avery?
Your father wanted me to give you this letter for your 35th birthday, but you left for the war, and the letter remained in his office until tonight.
I realize now you knew my father better than I did. Do you know why he left, Avery? Did he ever speak to you about his departure?
No, sir. Mr. Reid was not exactly forthcoming. Perhaps this letter will give you the information you require.
Tell me the truth, Avery. Do you feel forced to stay here? Would you leave this house without the arrangement made by my father?
No, sir. I have nowhere else to go. And I promised your father I'd take care of his family as long as I live.
This house is dead, Avery. There is a curse on this family. You really should consider leaving.
If only you could have been here sooner or more often. Maybe this house would not be that empty. But you're here now, sir, so my task is not over.
Wow, this guy is really faithful.
You have served this family extremely well, Avery. Your support during these terrible times is much appreciated.
Then I will stay. All I ask is that you take care of my own funeral if I die before the end of the epidemic. No mass grave, please, sir.
Do you really think I don't take enough care of my mother, Avery?
You don't.
Yes, I do, Mr. Jonathan.
You clearly have something more to say. Speak your mind, Avery.
I know you work hard to help the sick, but what will you do once the epidemic is over?
I really don't know. I have always enjoyed seeing new horizons. Once the epidemic is over, it would be nice to leave London for a while.
I understand, Mr. Jonathan, but you have to realize that your mother needs you. Your next departure could break her heart.
Interesting. I have all his hints, but not all his possible dialogues. So I guess it's a hint for her for the mother, probably. Nope, I have all her hints too. No, I don't have. Okay. Maybe we'll find something in the letter.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan, but please return as soon as possible.
Damn, man. Again, harsh. I like that sound of our walking. We did get a new hint, right? I feel bad for her. I really do.
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan, Back already? Good, good. I was just about to go outside to find you. You shouldn't stay away for so long.
It's been like minutes, so, you know.
Do you think Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you, but you abandoned me, son. A mother should not survive her children. It's unbearable to know you're not here anymore.
I know I have failed you since I returned. I even watched you bury Mary from a distance. From now on, I will protect you. You have my word.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how much you have changed?
Have I changed that much, Mother? Am I still your son?
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes, and that echoing sadness in your voice.
Yeah, man. Mothers are too good for us.
Tell me, Mother, how are you? All alone in this big house with only Avery to take care of you.
I'm sad most of the time. Sad that you have left me here alone. Sad that you don't tell me when you come or go.
I'm so sorry, Mother.
Come on, James, stop
Wasn't
twisting
supposed
the
to be
knife.
like this. I was coming home. I was home. London, the Thames, and then it happened.
What happened, Johnny?
I lost my way. Somewhere between the boat and the house, my life changed completely.
You should have told me, Johnny. I would have understood. You always were a secretive little boy.
Father seems to have left me some documents. Some sort of treasure hunt game. Do you know anything about them?
No, Johnny. But your father always loved to write these little games for you when you were a boy. Don't you remember?
I remember now. He used to post me these riddles, as though they were sent by a mysterious games master. I'd spend weeks trying to decipher them.
Your father was always so proud each time you found the answer. He was not just the serious doer banker everybody thought he was.
I was proud too. How could I forget that?
The important thing is that you remember it now. I'll tell your father the next time I see him. He'll be so happy.
Could Father have conceived some sort of final game for me before he left?
I really can't say, Johnny. Perhaps you should talk with Avery about that. He was your father's confidant, more than I.
Interesting.
Goodbye, Mother. Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Man, this was really, really heavy.
Jonathan, my dear, bring me my glasses. I feel like reading.
Would if I could, but I don't think the game will let me do that. Damn. Game making you feel bad about being a bad son. Jeez. Alright, I think actually this is a good place to end this stream. It's been about 4 hours. The game keeps being awesome. No complaints. Well, I have complaints, but you know, still good. Thanks for dropping by. If you watch this on YouTube, well, you know what to do. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and then I'll probably take Friday off. We'll see. Should I evolve? I have a lot of experience. I could actually level up and maybe get a couple of 2 or 3 levels at least in some of my abilities. I'll think on it. For now, I'll see you next time.